had another run-in with a thief skin.
I don't know you. You can pretend not to hear me all you
I'm
want.
really gonna will. How about you? When you borrow the money, you pay it back on time for double the usual fee.
I thought they had a strike. How was I going to last?
Go away, if you know what's good for you. Go away, if you know what's good for you.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Never done an honest day's work in your life. Besides, you look like your pockets are a little light on coin. Passing on a golden opportunity is worse. I've got a bit of an errand to perform, and in my line of work, extra hand simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from us. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started. Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Have you heard the Imperials might be headed this way?
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. Gather round, all. No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This is a rare opportunity, and I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed nerve root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding.
Go away, if you know what's good for you.
Lads and lasses, I give you the balm of...
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the Snow Elves?
That's close enough. The problem is your disrespect for the laws of this land. It's time to face the Jarl's justice.
What a waste of time.
Smart man.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry?
I guess I expected too much from you. I didn't think you'd get pinched. Can't say I'm surprised with the way things have been going around here. My organization's been having a run of bad luck, but never mind that. Even though there's plenty of gold out there for the taking, if you're up to the challenge.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
All right then. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
I
All
presume
right.
you're bothering.
What is it with you and all these questions? Very well. Yeah, I bet I know your guy. He's hiding out in the Ratway Warrens, paying us good coin for nobody to know about it.
What in the name of oblivion do you want?
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
I'm telling you.
Is someone there? There's the Blades agent. Kill him! Too easy.
No, never find me. Bucket.
I'm gonna eat well tonight, my darling.
Pot. Stone. No.
Go away! What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, how reassuring. Most likely you're with the Thalmor. And this is just a trick to get me to open the door, huh?
Guess it's all clear now.
So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. You'd better come in and tell me how you found me and what you want.
Knife. Yes.
This'll just take a moment.
Bucket. Yes.
This one always fits. There we go. Only a couple more. There we are. Come in, come in. Make yourself at home. That's better. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned, just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time, who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach. Yes, yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand. Oh, yes. It's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a dragonborn can stop him. but no dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Aldwin the World Eater. What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. I'll leave. No useless trash. Where did I put my annotated annuad? One moment. I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets for the Thalmor. There's one more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
Knife. Yes.
It's some book.
There's the blade.
Inkpot. No.
Who's there? There you go.
I'm getting out of here. Someone... Something.
Whatever you need.
Oh, what happened?
Delphine. Why, it's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too... Let's see what Esbern has to say. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way. Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh, yes, Dragonborn. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Oh. Ah, here it is. Come, let me show you. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple, constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh. This is where they built Aldwin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore, a hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy, in the event. Despite the far-reaching fame of Aldwin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Aldwin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Aldwin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Aldwin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. Its location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes. But there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. Your call. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck.
Wonder, remarkably well preserved. Here's the blood seal, another of the lost Akaviri arts, no doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered we would Cyrodiil? This whole place appears to be a shrine.
It's coming to life. Did it? After you, Dragon. You should have the honor of being the first.
Fascinating. Original Akaviri bas-reliefs, almost entirely intact. Amazing. You can see how the Akaviri craftsmen were beginning to embrace them. Aldrin's wall, so I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Akaviri sculpture and relief. Yes, let's see what we have. Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the dragon cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is falling from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Ah, patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return.
So we're looking for a shout, then. Damn it. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? I was afraid you were going to say that. I guess there's nothing for it. We'll have to ask the Greybeards for help. I hope to avoid involving them in this, but we have no other choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done any? No. And they're afraid of... Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Good. The Greybeards can teach you a lot, but you're Dragonborn, and you're the only one who can stop Alduin. Don't for... Right. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped. Talos guard you.
Look here. Third. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place. In search of the dragon.
wind guide you. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant... Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it... No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom.
Strundur, Rockventin vak, Ardonax.
Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question. If you weren't ready, you still are. But, thanks to the Blades, you now have questions that only... He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the... He lives in... He speaks to us only rarely, and only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way.
Look.
You my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for... time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous.
Look, greetings, Wunderneek. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strulmach, my mountain? Yes, Vaza. You speak true, Dovahkiin. Forgive me. It has been long since I held Tinvak with a stranger. I gave in to the temptation to prolong our speech. Drem. Patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. Why do you intrude here, if not for Tinvak? You'll understand fire as the Dove do. Show me what you can do. Greet me. But as Dove. Ah, yes. Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dova Sos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Crosis, sorrowfully, no. It cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you... Prusa, as good a reason as any. Some would say that all things... Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa? Lean Vokeen? Would you stop the next world from being born? Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to... Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Crosis, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here At the peak of the Monavin, what you name throat, drem, patience. This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated. Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin. But this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslag. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge. Tid Krent. Time was. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to... You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. Croesus, no, I know you are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will Dremyolok, greetings. Speak, I will listen. Sum Ark Moral.
So, you spoke to Paarthurnax. The dragon blood burns bright within you. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the dragon rend shout? Well, so be it. If he believes it is necessary for you to learn this, we will bow. We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves. As for where to find it, such blasphemies have always been the stock and trade of the mages. They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scrolls you seek.
I'm sure you can figure it out on your own. If you can't, the local... You've come to the right place. I'd be happy to teach you. Till next time.
Mayor, Archmage or not, my rules about books still stand. I have a few things laying around that weren't worth adding to the collection. You may look through them. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone... You think that even if I did have one here, it would be kept under the highest security? The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. I don't know who told you that, but I'll bring everything we have on them. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. All right, then. Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them. I don't care if you wrote it yourself. If you want a book from here... Aye, that's the work. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls. He's been gone for a long while. Somewhere, he said he found... haven't heard from him since.
We're in the top level. But I cannot go to it, not poor Septimus, for I have arisen beyond its grasp. Oh, I am well. I will be well. Well to be within the will inside the walls. Here, well, on the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby. One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must bring him something in return. luck in the... Have you heard of Hunter of But not all? Tooth, the round one for tuning. Dwemer music is soft and subtle, and needed to open their cleverest gates. The edged lexicon for inscribing. To us, a hunk of metal. To the Dwemer, a full library of knowings, but empty. Find Mazark and its sky dome. The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know. Dig, Dwemer in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depths. When the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was and is the maximal apex. How long will it be sung? My feet were set upon the rock, but it turned to mud and drew me down. It licked the panes and smokes the glass. big dweller in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depths. When the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was and is the maximal apex. How long will it be sung? My feet were set upon the rock, but it turned to mud and drew me down. It licked the panes and smokes the glass.